Good morning, students. Yesterday, we discussed about the problems on gain ratio and we learned the theory of dissolution of partnership, retirement of partnership. We learned why a partner gets retired from the firm, and we also learned that when a partner retires, what all changes will be made in the partnership firm, and how to ascertain the amount which is payable to retiring partner, because when the partner retires, he will be going out of the business. Whatever amount he has contributed, whatever amount of share of profit is available to him, that entire amount should be given back to him. So that is the reason we prepare partner's capital account. So, and we also learned that when a partner gets retired, what we need to look at the change in the profit sharing ratio. We need to look at revaluation of assets and liabilities, and we need to look at the treatment of goodwill, adjustment of partners capital. So many adjustments were there which we need to do. In that regard, we have started with the change in profit sharing ratio, and in the change in profit sharing ratio, we finished yesterday with the gain ratio. And today we will be discussing the next part, that is new profit sharing ratio. New profit sharing ratio. Right? So question arises, what is the new profit sharing ratio? If you remember, in the admission of partner, the ratio which was given before admission, that is in the question, was called as old profit sharing ratio. And after the partner admits, what the ratio between all the three partners used to share their profits and losses was called as new profit sharing ratio. But here it will be the reverse of it. Earlier, there will be three partners and one of them will get retired, and after his retirement, how the remaining partners will distribute their losses, profits and losses, the ratio in which they are doing it is called as new profit sharing ratio. Okay, so how this new profit sharing ratio will be ascertained? For this, I will give you a small example. Assume that A, B and C are the three partners. A used to get 3, B also used to get 3, and C also used to get 3. And out of this, Mr. B retires, and his share is gained by A as 2 and B as 1. Then the new profit sharing ratio will be 5:4, because this person has already retired. Now question arises, what was the 3 and 3? That was the old ratio. Old ratio. And what is this 2 and 3? That is the share gained. And what is this 5:4? That is new ratio. That is new ratio. Okay. So now, to sum up this, I will give you a formula for new ratio. That is new ratio is equal to old ratio plus share gained. That means whatever your old share was there, and out of the new retiring partner share, how much you have gained, that we need to see. Okay, so now the formula is new share is equal to old ratio plus share gain. Okay, so now next is the question arises, how this will be already given in the problem, because old ratio is something which will be already available in the problem. And now what we need to ascertain, we need to ascertain the share gained, and share gained is sometimes given in the problem and sometimes we need to ascertain. Okay, so now question arises, how the share gained should be ascertained. First, share gained is equal to retiring partners share. Retiring partners share into gain ratio. Into gain ratio. This is a very simple formula which you can apply, that is retiring partners share into gain ratio. Okay, so retiring partner share will be already available in the problem and that need to be multiplied with gain ratio, and this gain ratio will be given to you in the problem. Okay, so I request you to note down these two formulas. Please note down. Hope you have noted down. Now, let's start with the problems. I request you to come to the problem 6 marks section. The problem number 1 is Lata and Abhishek and Apeksha are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3/8, 1/2 and 1/8. Now first, let me convert this fractions into ratio. Who is the first one? That is Lata. This is problem number 6 and now I am speaking about Lata. Lata is equal to 3/8. Let her have the same same base because she is having the highest denominator. Next is Abhishek. Is equal to 1/2 into 4/4. That will be equal to 4/8. That will be equal to 4/8. Then next is, why it is 4/8? Why I have multiplied with 4/4? Because in order to have ratio, we need to have same denominator. That's why I'm converting this 2 into 8. For that reason, I need to multiply it with 4. And remember, to a fraction, to have the same value, when you are multiplying the denominator with a number, you need to multiply the numerator also with the same number. Next is, the next one is Apeksha. Apeksha, that will be 1/8. So their old ratio will be equal to 3:4:1. This will be the old ratio. Now, next is, first, we need to ascertain share gained. So I should write share gained is equal to retiring partners share, retiring partners share multiplied with retiring partner share multiplied with gain ratio. Gain ratio. So enter that. The who has retired? The person who has retired is Lata. That means other two will be gaining because the one who has retired will not gain. So the first one is Abhishek. Abhishek is equal to the retiring partner share is 3/8. You can see Lata is at the first place, so her share is 3/8 multiplied with gain ratio, that is 2/3. That comes to 6/24. 6/24. Then next is Apeksha, which is equal to 3/8 into 1/3, which is equal to 3/24. 3/24. Then next is new share is equal to old share plus share gain. Old share plus share gain. Under that, the first one who is continuing is Abhishek. Abhishek's old share was 4/8 plus he will be gaining 6/24. This we have ascertained here. So now 8 and 24 LCM will be 24. So 8 3s are 24 1s are. That leads to 4 3s are 12 plus 6 1s are 6 divided by 24, which will be 18 divided by 24. 18 divided by 24. The next is Apeksha is equal to, Apeksha's share was 1/8. 1/8 plus what was her gain? 3/24. Again LCM will be 24. So 8 3s are 24 1s are. That leads to 3 plus 3, because 1 3s are 3, 3 1s are 3 divided by 24, which leads to 6/24. So now gain ratio is equal to 18:6, which is equal to 3:1. 3:1. So I request you to note down this. A problem which is very easy to understand. Only thing is, first, the additional thing what you are doing is you are converting the fractions into ratios. That is because the denominators were not equal. That's why you have done it. Next is problem number 2. That is, Naveen, Suresh and Tarun are partners, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. So what is old ratio here? 5:3:2. Next, what they have said is Suresh retires from the firm. Suresh retires from the firm. The firm and his share is acquired by Naveen and Tarun in the ratio of 2:1. What is 2:1 here? 2:1 is the gain ratio. 2:1. Okay. So now let's start calculating. First, we need to ascertain share gained. Share gained is equal to retiring partners share multiplied with gain ratio. And we know that out of the 3 partners, the second partner, that is this 3 wala banda, has retired. That means his share will be 3/10 multiplied with gain ratio. We have already noted it is 2/3. So it is about whom? The first person, that is Naveen. Naveen is equal to 3/10 into 2/3, which gives us 6/30. Next, Tarun is equal to 3/10 into 1/3. That comes to 3/30. 3/30. So last problem we had a requirement of converting the fractions into ratios, but here that requirement is not there. So now directly we can write mu ratio is equal to old ratio plus share gained. Old ratio plus share gained. Now out of that, first one is Naveen, which is equal to his old share was 5/10 plus 6/30. So the ratio is LCM will be 30 only. 5 3s are 30, 1s are. That leads to 15 plus 6 divided by 30, which will be 21/30. Which will be 21/30. Then next is Tarun, which is equal to 2/10 plus 3/30. Again LCM is 30. So 10 3s are 30, 1s are. So that leads to 6 plus 3 divided by 30, which will be 9/30. So now gain ratio is equal to 21:9, which is nothing but 7:3, because they both appear in the table of 3, that is 3 7s are 21 and 3 3s are 9. Hope you have noted down. Now let's go for the next problem. That's problem number 3. Vijay, Sandhya, Lata and Sudha, there are totally 4 partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. So what does that mean? It means that the old ratio is equal to 3:2:1:4. 3:2:1:4. And Lata retires. Oh, that means who is Lata? Lata is the first one. She is retiring. Okay. Now, oh, sorry. I was reading some other problem. Vidya retires. Okay, again, Vidya is the first one only. So, Vidya retires. And her share is acquired by Sandhya and Lata. You need to understand who is Sandhya and who is Lata. Remember, these are the Sandhya, these two are the Sandhya and Lata, and they are distributing her share in the ratio of 3:2. Okay, let us consider that. So I write here the gain ratio. Gain ratio is equal to 3:2. The gain ratio is equal to 3:2. Now, calculate the new profit sharing ratio and gaining ratio of the remaining partners. Now, he is asking us to calculate both. So, first, we write share gained is equal to retiring partners share multiplied with gain ratio. Multiplied with gain ratio. Now, for share gained, we need to take the first person who has gained the share. Vidya is retired. So now first we need to start with Sandhya. Now, what is retiring partner share? 3/10. And what is the gain ratio? 3:2. That means 3/5. That comes to 9/50. Next is, after Sandhya, the next one is Lata. Lata is 3/10 into 2/5, which leads to 6/50. 6/50. Now, next is, only 2 have gained, so that's why we have considered the 2. Otherwise, we would have considered the another one also. But the problem states that these are the only 2 who have gained the share. Now, next is new share is equal to old share plus share gained. Old share plus share gained. So the first one is Sandhya. First one is Sandhya. Sandhya is equal to, her old share was, you can see, it was 2/10 and she is getting 9/50. LCM will be 50. 10 5s 51s, which leads to 10 plus 9 divided by 50, which is nothing but 19/50. Which is nothing but 19/50. And in the same way, the next is Lata. Lata is 1 by 10 plus 6 by 50. So again, 10 5s are 50 1s are. That leads to 5 plus 6 by 50, which is 11 divided by 50. And the last partner, that is Sudha. Actually, Sudha has not gained or sacrificed. So what we need to see is, what is Sudha's share? Sudha's share is 4 by 10. You can see the last one is Sudha. Her share is 4 by 10. In order to make it as denominator 50, I need to multiply it with 5 by 5, which gives me 20 divided by 50. 20 divided by 50. So that leads us to a gain ratio, because now all the fractions have same denominators. So gain ratio is equal to 19 is to 11 is to 20. 19 is to 11 is to 20. So please note down this. Next, question number 9. Pooja, Priya and Pratishtha are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1. That means the old ratio is equal to 3 is to 2 is to 1. Next, Priya retires and her share is taken by Pooja and Pratishtha in the ratio 2 is to 1. That is gain ratio. Gain ratio is equal to 2 is to 1. Next is, first, share gained is equal to retiring partner's share multiplied with gain ratio. Okay. Now, Priya means, now the first, who is the continuing partner? Pooja. Pooja is equal to retiring partner share is 2 by 6 multiplied by gain ratio, that is 2 by 3, leads to 4 by 18. 4 by 18. Then after that, after Pooja, the next is Pratishtha. is equal to 2 by 6 into 1 by 3, that is equal to 2 by 18. That's equal to 2 by 18. Then next is new ratio. New ratio is equal to old ratio plus share gained. So under that, the first one is Pooja. The first one is Pooja, and Pooja's old share was 3 by 6 plus she gained 4 by 18. So 6 3s are 18 ones are, because the LCM will be 18 only. So that leads to 9 plus 4 divided by 18, which is nothing but 13 divided by 18. Next is Pratishtha. Pratishtha is 2 by, oh sorry, wait, it should be 1 by 6 plus 2 by 18. 6 3s are 18 ones are, LCM will be 18 only. So 6 3s are 18 ones are. That leads to 3 plus 2 divided by 18, which will be nothing but 5 by 18. So now we got the same denominator. So hence let me write new profit sharing ratio is equal to, maybe in the last problem I have at the end I have written you, I have asked you to write gain ratio. Remember, for today's all problems it should be new profit sharing ratio. Sorry if I have done that. New profit sharing ratio is equal to 13:5. 13:5. So please note down this. Now the next problem is your homework. Next problem is your homework. Next, you write the heading, treatment of goodwill. Treatment of goodwill. We are finished with this part, that is new profit sharing ratio, and now we'll be discussing treatment of goodwill. Now here, remember, when a partner retires from the business, question arises, who pays goodwill to whom? Now my answer is, the continuing partners should pay the amount of goodwill to retiring partner. Then question arises, why? What question arises is, why it is to be like that? That it should be given by the continuing to retiring. Remember, who is continuing? The one who except retiring. Okay, I will tell you the reason. Now the retiring partner is working since years in the business. He has contributed to its success. Whatever the good name or bad name the company has, he is the one amount to reach to that, who has helped us to reach to that position. Okay, so now when he goes out, if we simply give him what is his share, then it is unlawful, or you can say that it is not good thing to do like that. So what we do is, in order to compensate him for the reputation what he has added to the business, an amount of goodwill will be given to him. Whatever his share is there, that amount we need to give to him, right? So now, when that share is given, what a journal entry is passed? We need to understand who is to get the money and who is to distribute. So it is to be received by the retiring partner and it should be given by the remaining partners. Hence, we pass the journal entry remaining, oh sorry, remaining partners capital account debit. Remaining partners capital account debit to retiring partners capital account. So this should be the journal entry. Please note it down. The journal entry is remaining partners capital account debit to retiring partners capital account. Now, if I show the same thing in the journal, assume that A, B and C are partners. Okay. How this transfer should be done in ledger account? First, we should write by assuming that, sorry, assuming that B has retired. हम यहाँ क्या assume करेंगे? B has retired. First, we need to write here by A, by A's capital account, by C's capital account, by A's capital account, by C's capital account, but the amount should be written in B column. The amount should be written in B column. In the same way, here we will be writing to B's capital account, but the amount will be written in A and C column and not in B column. This is the posting of the above journal entry, assuming that A, B and C are partners and B is the one who has retired. Clear with this? Now, tomorrow we will discuss more theory of this chapter, and after discussing that, tomorrow we will try to solve some problems also, and till that time we will say bye and be in your home and be safe.